Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at 11.
We expect temperatures to tank during the overnight hours. Low and mid-20s, a good possibility. Wind chill maybe in the teens, but recovery is coming for the weekend. I'll have the latest forecast.
The turkey dinners are over. Now it's time to shop.
It is kind of a tradition now.
Black Friday shoppers get a head start on Thanksgiving night. A theft has set back a group's efforts to bring holiday joy to Central Kentucky children. And a family pleading for answers 4 years after a double murder that's still unsolved. WKYT News at 11 starts now. Good evening to you. It has been chilly and at times a snowy Thanksgiving Day. And if you are heading out to shop, be prepared for one cold night. Stores all across the Bluegrass have opened their doors for shoppers. Take a look. Here is a live look at a packed parking lot outside of Fayette Mall. We begin tonight with meteorologist Jim Caldwell. He is tracking your Black Friday forecast. You've been telling folks wear that coat.
You will definitely need it. And if you're one of the folks that's going to get out early in the morning, you will need it then as well as we get down to the coldest point, with low 20s expected in many areas here in central and eastern Kentucky tonight. It's still pretty active on Defender. If you go out in eastern Kentucky, still tracking those snow showers from time to time, and a little more energy even moving through parts of Scott County and out into Harrison County as well. So we just keep seeing these little snow showers blowing up on radar. Eventually we'll lose our moisture supply and things will start to wind down for you as far as the snow is concerned, but the cold will remain all night. We'll try to beat it starting tomorrow though. There you see some of that energy still rolling through Indiana, headed in our direction. Air temperatures right now already down to 27 degrees in Lexington, Richmond at 27, 29 in London. Let's plan your Black Friday for you tomorrow, shall we? Around 23 at 8 o'clock. There could be a few flakes lingering at that point, but through the day, we'll watch that disappear. The clouds will hang out with us, and you notice temperatures, they stay pretty stable in the 30s tomorrow. We'll max out close to 40 degrees, so a little warmer for you tomorrow, and even better this weekend, temperature-wise. We'll break that down coming up.
All right, we'll check in with you then, Jim. Thank you. On this cold Thanksgiving night, many shoppers tell us they have found some really hot holiday deals. Some stores and malls around central Kentucky got a jump start on Black Friday by opening this afternoon or even tonight. Jordan Valines has been talking to shoppers at Fayette Mall, where people will be shopping all night. She is live with our top story at 11. Hi, Jordan.
That's right. Even though the doorbuster deals started several hours ago, shoppers here are still going strong. And as you can see here behind me, the parking lot is practically full at this point, 11 o'clock at night. It's one of the biggest retail sales days of the year.
Victoria's Secret, New York & Company, JCPenney, and H&M.
A day that kicks off the holiday shopping season.
I think it's just a fun thing to do after you eat and you walk around and kind of walk your meal off basically. So it is kind of a tradition now.
And a day where folks brave the long lines and crowded stores.
Long lines and people pushing each other. And
to cash in on those big bargains.
We come out on Thursday. Usually we stay out till the next morning.
Even though there's been a steady stream of shoppers throughout the day, many told us there wasn't as much mayhem at the mall this year.
JCPenney's line was all right. It wasn't too bad.
Last year was packed, like you couldn't walk in the hallways.
And workers say despite large crowds, no problems have been reported. Now, select stores will stay open throughout the night tonight, but all of the stores will open tomorrow at 6 a.m. and they'll stay open until 10 p.m. tomorrow night. Live in Lexington, Jordan Valines, WKYT.
Jordan, thank you. A few stores opened their doors for shoppers before sunrise this morning. Meijer began its Black Friday sales at 6 a.m. Shoppers lined up outside the Meijer in Hamburg overnight, just waiting to get inside. One man told us he waited more than 6 hours outside to buy a 48-inch flat-screen TV for less than $200. Before you start shopping, check out WKYT.com. You'll find a Black Friday guide which lists store hours for you tomorrow. They were supposed to be helping children, but tonight a father and son have been accused of stealing from them. A Franklin County grand jury indicted the two men on theft charges. Investigators say they stole more than $40,000 from a group that helped Toys for Tots.
Thank you. Have a safe holiday season. Thank you.
When it comes to giving at the holidays, the Salvation Army bells and the Toys for Tots boxes come to mind. But this year around Frankfurt, some of those boxes will look a little different.
Like I said, I covered all the tots up and put kids on it.
Because the Lieutenant Presley O'Bannon detachment of the Marine Corps League is not able to be affiliated with Toys for Tots this year. The group's former treasurer, 51-year-old Rusty Gaines, and his son, 30-year-old associate member Josh Gaines, who was tasked with running Toys for Tots, have been indicted, charged with stealing $40,000 from their league and the state league. That, according to member Bob Graham, includes money raised last year for children in need.
It breaks my heart knowing that somebody was still kids' toys for Christmas that wouldn't have a Christmas. I mean, a person would be pretty low to do that.
Commandant Joel Jennings was first to notice the discrepancies in June when, after 2 years, a new treasurer replaced Rusty Gaines.
He took what should have been about a $20,000 account and had ran the balance to a negative $1,000.
Now the group is changing not only their boxes, but their practices.
I write down the amount that's in the jar, and then when I complete all the different locations, I put down the total at the end.
And while the name may be different, Jennings says their mission will stay the same.
Whether it's Toys for Tots, Toys for Kids, it's assistance for needy families in Franklin and Anderson counties.
And tomorrow, the Toys for Kids group will be collecting donations at the Frankfurt Big Lots, and they'll be doing the same at the Lawrenceburg Walmart on December 6th. Both Rusty and Josh Gaines have been removed as members from the Marine Corps League. 4 years after the murders of a Perry County couple, their family members are still waiting for justice. In November of 2010, police found Hazard businessman Roy Campbell and his wife Wanda shot to death in their home. So far, police have not made any arrests in the case, and family members tell us they can't understand why anyone would want to kill the couple.
79 years old, I would have never in my wildest dreams thought that my sister would go in any such way.
Family members tell us despite the long wait for answers, they're not giving up hope. Roy Campbell was a well-known developer in the Hazard area. On this Thanksgiving, people in a central Kentucky community rallied to help a family who lost everything in a fire. That fire destroyed a home on Bobtown Road in Harrison County yesterday. Investigators think a kerosene heater sparked the fire. Since then, neighbors and others in the community have been collecting donations for the family. The homeowner tells us he appreciates all the help.
I feel like I've lost it all and there's nothing to do but try and let go and start all over again.
The family is staying in a motel for now. If you have any warm clothing items you'd like to donate to the family, you can drop them off at the Harrison County EMS station on Rogers Park Road. Thanksgiving got off to a rough start for some people in a Lexington neighborhood. This morning, police say vandals slashed tires on 22 cars and stole some inflatable Christmas decorations on Hedgewood Court. That's off Woodhill Drive. At last check, Lexington police told us they had not made any arrests. They also say they don't have any suspects in the case. Hundreds of people in need received a free Thanksgiving meal today thanks to the Salvation Army. And the volunteers helping serve the meal included Coach John Calipari and the UK basketball team. Coach Cal also went from table to table quietly slipping a personal donation to some of the families. He didn't want to talk about those early Christmas gifts, but the players told us everyone on the team is giving what they can.
It means the world to us. We're in the atmosphere where we're blessed with a whole lot of good things and a whole lot of good people who support us in everything we do. So finally being able to come out here and support them and help out the community that always helps us out means a lot to us.
Salvation Army officials say they also delivered 127 Thanksgiving meals to homes today. They tell us that is a record high number. It has been a tense and violent week in Ferguson, Missouri, but in 10 minutes, how people there still found ways to celebrate Thanksgiving today. And then why people flying into Louisville International Airport won't be able to get a ride from Uber or Lyft drivers. Lexington is going to be a festive place to be tomorrow. The city will officially kick off the holiday season with a festival and the lighting of Lexington's Christmas tree in Triangle Park. The holiday artist market will kick off in the park at 2 tomorrow afternoon, followed by music and the tree lighting at 6:30 tomorrow night. And Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey, he's going to be on hand for that tree lighting, and he's going to have plenty of WKYT Rules Winter Rulers if you want to help us measure the snow this winter. So check him out and find him out down there tomorrow night. The Dunbar High School Band marched into the national spotlight today. In 5 minutes, what band members said about performing in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. People who live in Ferguson, Missouri are hoping for another calm night after violent protests earlier this week. St. Louis canceled its annual Thanksgiving Day Parade, but some in the community are still doing their best to keep holiday traditions alive. Chris Van Cleve has the latest from Ferguson.
A day of thanks and family replaced nights of unrest in Ferguson, Missouri. The Zion Lutheran Church made Thanksgiving dinner for 200.
Just thankful to be coming together with this meal with family and friends and people we don't even know, and just talking to everybody. And because we do need healing in this community.
Workers took advantage of the quiet day to hang plywood over the windows of this furniture store not far from the Ferguson police station, the epicenter of the protests following the grand jury decision not to indict Officer Darren Wilson in the shooting death of Michael Brown.
They ain't going nowhere. Not until they burn down that police station. Then they might stop.
Nighttime has really been the danger zone in Ferguson when calm is given way to periods of violent unrest. So even though it's Thanksgiving, the National Guard and police are back out with a clear presence. We also noticed these men standing watch on the roofs of buildings. They told us they have a military or law enforcement background and they're heavily armed, members of a group known as Oath Keepers, who say they're here to protect Ferguson businesses.
As long as it takes, as long as it takes, until the violent people go away and stop trying to burn innocent people out of their buildings.
A reminder of the violent nights so many here will be thankful to see finally come to an end. Chris Van Cleve, CBS News, Ferguson, Missouri.
There were no Ferguson-related protests held around the country tonight. In some cities, protesters had blocked traffic at times earlier this week. This was a difficult Thanksgiving Day for the family of a missing Bath County woman. Norma Jo Brown disappeared September 23rd. Family members say she was last seen with Kevin Howard, a man later arrested for the murder of a Northern Kentucky professor, but he has not been charged with anything connected to Brown's disappearance. Brown's mother tells us Thanksgiving wasn't the same this year without her.
I cried all night. I cried all morning, pleading and saying, Norma, where you at, honey? Please come home. We love you. We love you. We want you back.
State police are investigating Brown's disappearance. They say they have checked out a few leads in the case, but they still haven't been able to figure out her whereabouts. The next time you fly into Louisville, don't expect an Uber or Lyft driver to meet you at the airport. Drivers for both mobile ride-sharing apps have been banned from picking up passengers at Louisville International Airport. Airport leaders say companies must have permits issued by the state and city governments to pick up airport passengers. But Uber and Lyft drivers can still drop off passengers at the airport. The Cincinnati Northern Kentucky Airport also bans ride-sharing drivers from picking up passengers there. Months of hard work paid off for a Lexington High School band on this Thanksgiving Day. Paul Lawrence Dunbar High School's marching band performed this morning during the annual Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade in New York City. Dunbar was one of a dozen marching bands in the parade, and band members say it was an incredible experience.
There were people on the tops of buildings, on the streets. They were packed, and they were all giving us so much love. They were saying, "Go Lexington, go Paul Dunbar."
We came here and we saw, and we've done so much stuff as tourists, but when we got down to the parade, it was just awesome to show who we are and where we're from.
More than 3 million people lined the parade route in New York today, and more than 50 million people watched it on TV. Great seeing Dunbar there.